Whether recent or classic, sometimes it just helps to have some quick information to help you understand what you're getting into as you're playing a game. Today, GameRanks is going to bring you a rapid explanation on Silent Hill, specifically the town of Silent Hill, Maine. The eponymous setting of the Silent Hill games, Silent Hill, Maine is an interesting subject. It's a town of many incarnations, looks, layouts, and power. Silent Hill's strange power goes back hundreds of years. It didn't just start having strange qualities when a young woman was immolated there, nor did these things start happening because it was a Native American burial ground. These are both popular misconceptions, but nobody really knows where the power came from. It is, however, why the Native Americans settled in the area. Obviously, as strange events continued to happen there, through the centuries it became what it is today. Now, that woman that I mentioned was immolated there by the name of Alessa Gillespie did act as the catalyst for how the town currently operates, or at least the basic premise of. After her death, the town started sort of calling to people carrying around some kind of darkness. And calling is maybe a strong word. It may have simply sensed darkness in people passing through and therefore created reasons for them to be stuck there, but it's never really been clarified if the town itself is sentient or acting as a reflection of dark portions of people's personalities, be it their fears, addictions, delusions, or troubled past. Anyone who's played one of the Silent Hill games knows that it's very, very foggy in Silent Hill. But the thing that you may not know is that once you see the fog, you're not in the real world anymore, or at least the world that most of society dwells in. In fact, Silent Hill is actually divided up into several worlds. You might consider them different dimensions or different planes of reality, but there's also some implication that these areas exist within the player character's mind, but you'll find that a running theme within Silent Hill is that these types of things are not explicitly defined. The quote-unquote real world does have an incarnation of Silent Hill. This version of the town is likely the one that the character Laura sees in Silent Hill 2. She is an innocent, one without darkness in her heart, and wanders Silent Hill, Maine without seeing any of the abnormalities or monsters that others do. She's probably the only one to actually see the real world version of Silent Hill. What most are accustomed to seeing, however, is the fog world. If you were to equate Silent Hill to Inception, fog world would be the top level dream. You spend the majority of your time there. It essentially looks like an abandoned version of what a town would look like, and as the name implies, it's obviously very foggy. It is hostile with monsters roaming around. There are sometimes bottomless chasms, or in some cases roadblocks. It's clever as, in both game design and lore, it's kind of pushing the player character to go a specific way, making them face the problems that they have internally. Finally, there's a third plane of existence known as the Otherworld. It's sometimes referred to as the alternate world, another world, dark world, reverse world, or nightmare world. Nightmare world probably being the most appropriate. The Otherworld bases itself on the subconscious of the character's mind that is currently perceiving it, essentially creating a personal hell. The cult that originally burned Alessa Gillespie actually believes that the Otherworld is a holy land where their god dwells. But seeing as the Otherworld is not an entirely physical place, in fact possibly even a construct of the character's mind that is currently perceiving it, it is essentially a place to house the most difficult and destructive of the trials the player character will face during the course of the game. It's industrial, bloody, frightening, and not necessarily limited to Silent Hill itself. A character can actually get caught in a loop by not resolving the thing that they were brought into Silent Hill to resolve. This is a point of mild argument, but I feel as though Silent Hill is essentially attempting to teach lessons to the people it brings in. It accomplishes this in both the fog world and the Otherworld by putting them through deadly situations that push them to a place that they would not have gotten on their own. In all honesty, the town of Silent Hill, Maine is terrifying, and it compels those with darkness in their hearts to venture forth into it. For people that are new to the series or possibly just new to this kind of narrative, we wanted to quickly break down some of the concepts of the town of Silent Hill into a nice, short, simple to understand explanation, making it easier for you to get into the game or reminds you how great these games really are. Now that we've gotten through that, make sure to leave us a comment. What would you like a rapid explanation for in gaming? Also, you won't want to miss our daily upload, so definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel and come back tomorrow. We thank you a whole lot for watching today, and we will see you next time.